It's a big truck. I can see it through the window.
It's waited for us to start.
It literally is like vibrating the freaking building. It's a earthquake. Okay guys, welcome to Create With Fabric8, and for those of you who know who we are, but we're just going to go through it again, unfortunately. I just love to introduce myself to everyone. For those of you, I'm Amanda, I'm the owner, and Lisa there in the green top, that's my daughter, and Matthew here, Instagram can't see him, but he's the boyfriend. Used to be the cameraman. Tonight he's the, I don't know, the go.
I don't really know what my job is.
Go sit behind the laptop. Look busy.
Monitor chats.
Yes.
He's our general administrative intern.
Yes. Basically PA. My PA. Anyways, no, he's possibly more likely to be Lisa's PA. And then my sister-in-law, Jean Barnard, she's also normally on here sometime. Is she in? She's on. We all are co-owners in the company. What is it?
I can't. All the noise!
It is literally like a madhouse. Every truck in Belleville is reversing.
Right now.
Now, 7 o'clock, it's dark outside.
That's so funny.
They are reversing and they are driving by. It's like a drive-by live stream.
We've been setting up for 2 hours,
Yeah,
and there's been no noise.
Speaking of setup, did you start it on the restream? Did you tell me to start it on the restream? Because we didn't have the nice little intro music. We just went straight to it when I realized that we hadn't started on restream.
Oh, that's what happened. So we also didn't properly say hi. That's when my sound suddenly started on here.
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, so
Oh.
we, as I said, we are just, nothing is going smoothly, and I'm getting quite hurtful. But anyway, so we from a company called Fabric, the word fabric and the number 8, Fabric8, and we're obviously online, and you can find us at www.fabric8.co.za, and we do this, well, normally we do this once a week. I have been off sick due to operations.
And then back. And then off. And then back.
Yeah, I've had 3 operations in 6 months. So,
Done.
as I said to the, I can send you evidence if you don't believe me. Anyway, so we are back just because of the internet, but we are aiming to try and be here every week again, as much as we can.
Yeah, we've
There's another
discussed.
truck. Wait for it. We have another truck. I don't know what they are doing.
Someone's
There
like
we go.
evacuating.
Hopefully that one's going home or wherever. Anyway, so what we normally do is we have a little bit of a chat to everyone, and for about half an hour, and mostly we have new products that I showcase and show you. We do not have any new products at the moment, but and then we do a tutorial, and it is on our website. Lisa will give you all the links. It'll be posted, and it normally comes with a pattern that I this is another truck. Yeah, believe it, it's another truck. Anyway, and the pattern that you cut out and sort of stick together, and we also have all the instructions. And this noise, if you wanted to know, after everything, that is the husband opening the security gate. So it's been a little bit of a madhouse. I should have brought my Mad Hatter.
It is quite funny.
It is
It's like one
You know
thing
what?
doesn't go wrong, 10 things go wrong.
It's just.
But
I
we,
don't
yeah,
know.
on
One
my-
day,
on
yeah,
my
one day
3G.
we'll own our own studio, and YouTube will send us those. What is it called? Something I saw someone yesterday. You get a silver one. It's like a, is it like a plate?
It's a play button.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
how many
play
subscribers
button
do we need for
and
that?
a gold play button. So we're
Millions.
working towards that, but yeah, no, we're not there yet, as you can see. Anyway, so then it also comes with instructions. All the patterns are downloadable from the website. All the patterns are free for a year. We have to clean out the website once a year, so we cannot leave the patterns on there forever. And they are free to use. Please use them, make stuff, sell stuff. I want to say copyright free, but
Yeah, they frag, eh? I've read a few things like this. They're copyright free-ish in the sense-ish that you can make them and you can sell them as in the physical products. You just can't compete with us by reproducing the actual patterns.
yes.
No
So you
reproducing the
can't-
patterns.
You can't take my pattern and redraw it.
And then,
Oh, yeah,
or
then-
even just print and sell it. Don't
Yeah,
do that, but
so
you can
don't
sell
do
the
that.
products.
But oh gee, another time.
Another truck.
What is
Someone's evacuating in the middle of the night. Someone's
what is
like,
happening? Anyway,
Give me a 30 to
guys,
get them tired.
see you guys were complaining about the sound of the fan two months ago. Yeah, that's it, right? See, we should have stuck to the fan noise.
okay. Anyway, Bianca
Alright.
is here. Hello, Bianca.
Hello, Bianca.
Bianca also says she loves the baby crochet clothing behind you guys. And Lisa K is here.
Hello,
Hi, Lisa. And that's all I got. I can see 10 people are watching us. So say hello if you're here on YouTube.
Yes, tell us if you
Say
new.
hi.
We especially love our newbies. There's quite a few there.
They just joined. They're not saying hi. They just joined the thing.
But anyway, thank you guys for joining. Even if you want to be a silent lurker,
Are they watching now?
Not necessarily. They could also have left. It's on.
Okay.
you are welcome to silently lurk like our Facebook people. They are always very quiet, but they're always here.
Is here. I think this is. Milan says I'm not new. I'm pretty sure this is his first live. he's
That's
ever
my
watched.
son,
I don't
yeah.
believe that.
Ask
Yeah.
Milan
He
if
must be
he's
bored.
is he gonna sew this?
He must be bored. You can put your golf balls in here, Milan, in the bag we're making tonight.
Did he win the raffle?
I don't know.
Milan, tell us if you won the raffle. Rodko also says hi.
Hello, Rodko.
And
Okay, guys,
Antoinette.
So,
Bernice on Facebook and Charmaine and Sandra,
Sandra,
and
hello,
Jackie
hello.
all say hi.
They are not just lurking.
Oh, it's because I called them out. And Antoinette on YouTube. Welcome, guys. Okay, before another truck comes.
Yes, okay, listen, this is like deathly silent now.
Close the door.
Well,
Oh, but the window is open.
okay, so what we normally do is we do a quick tutorial because we're in an industrial area and they close the gates on us at 9. So we try and get out of here before then. And then while we're in the tutorial, we've been running it lately that you can ask just about anything, but please don't ask me how to sew a jeans
In general.
pants while I'm sewing the bag tutorial. We do have a question and answer afterwards where you can ask me anything, and I am the resident sewing expert, so I should be able to help you. If I can't, I will find and get you the answers. And
We haven't said it tonight, but you can download the pattern for tonight's tutorial for free at www.fabric8.co.za/create. It is also in the link in our bio for our Instagram people. And on our website, if you don't remember the URL and you don't want to click the one I sent in chat, you can click at the top of our website. I can't think.
it's we literally, is it like the 4 non-blondes or 4 blondes here tonight?
At the top of our bar thingy, pink stuff at the top of our
Horizontal
website.
menu bar, the horizontal menu bar. I'll put it into old-fashioned language for you.
It says free sewing classes. You can click there and you can find everything
It's a
there.
huge pink button that says
Yeah.
free sewing classes. Everything is on there. If you want to know if there's a live next week plan, if you want to know if we're taking a holiday or whatever.
That's a good point.
it
I
is
wonder if it's
all on
updated.
there. There's a little calendar, and it should be on there. We normally don't cancel on the day, guys. We try really hard not to cancel on the day. The last one we did, and we were actually thinking tonight's going to be another one of those, because last time we had no internet. Not just
Today we had no
a little
internet.
bit. We also didn't have today, but luckily the 4G is working. While last time we tried all the other phones and the 4G wasn't working on any phone. There was just no internet, no way. Anyway, okay. So
And we have WhatsApp groups. So if you want to
Yes.
join any of our creatives only WhatsApp groups, we've got knitting, sewing, knitting, crochet, also sewing and knitting and sewing.
Noldwerk, een Noldwerk groepie.
And a general updates group where only the admins can post, so that's me, and we only post when we have specials or when something's coming up or whatever, so you can be in the know without getting spammed.
Yes.
But they're very fun and people are very helpful on there, and you can go to www.fabric8.co.za/WhatsApp and you'll also find that link everywhere.
Yeah, and we also sometimes, and I'm thinking of actually doing that more this year, is to actually reward our people on our WhatsApp groups by giving like 24-hour discount codes.
Yeah, flash sales.
So flash sales, and also if I get brother like for instance brother specials, I'm not allowed to share them until the day that it starts, but sometimes it's my finger slips.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
And then something happens to go onto WhatsApp that shouldn't have gone. But yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but I would definitely flash for Fabric8 sale.
You guys will also notice the sound effects are missing in action because I'm very bad at them.
Oh, did you actually load them?
I loaded them.
Oh, that doesn't mean anything. Speaking of sewing groups, Amanda, what are we making today?
Oh. Okay, so we're making a bag that I've seen quite a bit on various sort of creative groups. Okay, so I've particularly seen this with like people who knit and crochet, and it's called an overarm bag, but the bag literally hangs over just your one arm. And then if you're watching, I'm just in my mind, I'm picturing my mom watching my brother's rugby match with this bag over the one arm, and you still have both your arms free, and there's no struggling to keep it on or anything else. But it can be used, of course, for anything. But that is it's called an overarm. So it has just one strap that goes over your arm, and I'm sure once we've made it, you guys will recognize it. I don't know, did we put a picture in? No, we didn't.
Probably not.
No, we didn't.
The prep for Create With Fabric8 has not been going smoothly, I got to say.
The what?
The prep and the setup and the trucks.
No, it really.
The
went
website's out of date, everything. It's so funny. I just saw, okay, but yeah,
I
the
was
schedule's
ill and
off.
everyone else was on holiday, it seems. Okay, so I printed out the pattern just to show you guys.
It is very
What they
cute.
look like when they're done.
Who designed that?
Oh, jeez.
But
Okay.
turn it towards you, then I have the top camera showing it.
To me?
Yeah.
To me. Okay, there we go. So they all print out in their own little, with their own little cover page, and it says, as you can see here, it says Project 50. So we have, since we started, done 50 projects. And if you're going onto the website, you'll see that many of those 50 ain't on the website anymore. That's because we have to take it down because it eats up space on our website. So what we are busy with is we are busy creating a little, is it like an ebook?
Yes.
Like a PDF download sort of thing, so that, and we're gonna be selling those, but not because there's no paper involved. They are gonna be at a really good price, so that every year, so we'll have Fabric8 year 1, Fabric8 year 2 projects, and
It's like our yearbook.
huh?
It's
Yeah,
like our
a
yearbook. We can
yeah.
add like a photo page. We
Yeah.
add like our first open day. We put in the first book.
No, good idea.
And like that would be cute.
Also, it's an awesome gift to give someone because it's not going to be very expensive, and anyone who sews would love to have. Free patterns. Come on, who doesn't like a free pattern? All right. So normally there's a little picture, but if there isn't a picture, it just means I haven't finished the project and Lisa hasn't been able to take a picture. So we update it and then we put a picture in there, and it has step by steps, guys. Just always remember that it's a second language English. Lisa's gonna, when we do the book, she's gonna edit it all and make them all nice and shiny and pretty and a perfect language. But yeah, so I'll never forget. I think it was the husband Jan said to me, I spell like I talk. Well, I write like I talk also. So if you just listen to me, you can know that this is not always going to be perfectly.
But it gets the job done.
It gets the job done, yeah. I just, I try and use the same words so that when you use to me, if I say turn out a bag, you know what that is because we have spoken about it. So that's that. And then after the instruction, it prints out the pattern, which comes on A4, prints out on A4 pages, and they then you take page 1, page 2, page 3, 4, 5, 6, and you then stick it together and line up these pink lines, and then you end up with your pattern. All right, so just
shout out for our new camera angles. Woo.
Oh, is it? Okay, so this is we've had people requesting and talking to us about, can we do like more difficult and more like intricate patterns. The problem is people lose interest. Okay, so if I'm doing, we've done this before, we have 1 or 2 projects that's gone over 2 or 3 weeks, and honestly, think about it. So you start this project, say I do the first one on Tuesday and you start it on Wednesday, and now do you pack it away and wait for the next Wednesday? So I always say that people who can sew, they know how to get free patterns, they know how to sew free patterns, they can make their own patterns. I am here to help people who haven't sewn a lot and who are complete newbies, and I'm here to provide them with patterns that are easy with a little bit of a tutorial so they can actually work through it the first time, and also then upgrade their skills. And then of course, I have been sewing for years and I still make simple bags. You don't have to, everything you make is not difficult. So there's still nice items and nice products, like we try and theme them. I don't do Easter because we did a Halloween bag. It's somewhere, I don't know where that is, but you could easily change that into an Easter bag, for instance, and that was a really fun, simple project. So yeah, my idea is that in like 5 years' time, you have 5 books full of our patterns that are literally free. So grandma's having a birthday on Sunday, and I'm going to page through the Fabric8 books, and I'm going to find something to quickly make her. Or it's Christmas and I need 15 little gifts for the kids in the class, my kids' class, and I'm going to page until I find something. Those are the type of things I'm doing. Okay, guys, I can make tailored suit if I need to, but we don't all start there. All right, okay. Just as a side note, we are down to 6 mini irons in stock. We had, I think, 25. We did reorder. It's always will we get them or will they be out of stock again? So anyone planning to buy a mini iron, Olaf, we still have 6 left. Actually, yesterday when I left work, there were 13. And I got here today and there were only 6.
Are you joking?
Yeah, I know. I know. Because I placed an order yesterday, reorder, and if it was at 6 yesterday, I would have ordered more.
That's insane.
I know.
Okay,
but,
also
we haven't heard back from them, so I don't actually know if they have stock. But I haven't heard that they don't have stock either.
That's insane.
All right, and there's 3 sewing machines. There's a sewing machine, an embroidery machine, and there's 2 sewing machines and an embroidery machine. That is on Easter special. They should pop up right at the top of the website on that, what's it called, the carousel.
Yes.
But otherwise,
and also in your emails, because I sent you guys an email about it.
So if this is your first time here and you haven't actually been on our website, for all first time buyers on our website, when you fill in the form to join our mailing list, which is not spammy, you can ask anyone on here. I mean,
Yeah, just
while
ask
I
me.
yeah,
I'll tell you, it's not
while I
spammy.
was ill for 3 weeks, there was no mails. Okay, so
Honestly, that might-
if you're lucky, you're gonna get one a week, not even. But yeah.
Mm.
So if anything like that happens, you will be the first to know. When our mini irons come into stock, we say that on the newsletter email. So if you sign up for that, you get a 10% discount voucher for your first purchase.
Yeah, but now think about that in per mini steam iron terms. 700 minus
Is that not
70.
excluded though?
No, because
Not?
someone used it. I saw,
is
that's
it?
how I,
Oh.
one of our new
Well,
customers bought a
there you
mini
go. You
steam
just
iron.
got insider info. It should be excluded, but it isn't.
Well, you know, people who exclude things only exclude things that, you know, like brother or
Yeah,
very
yeah,
specified
yeah,
things.
yeah.
That doesn't
I
sound like
know.
brother product.
Okay.
That's funny.
So-
Is it not supposed to be
Oh.
excluded? Okay, well
Okay,
now
so
you
you
guys
did
really, we
sewing.
might fix this.
you guys, if you're new here, you'll see that I always try and make stuff or do stuff that's repeat. So when you make a bag,
Yes, you ghosted us since 7 March.
know.
I'm glad someone
I know.
kept track of exactly
Whoa.
how many
Whoa.
days.
Yes, I ghosted. I almost ghosted. There one day,
Yes, you say.
it was like it was a touch and go for me. I felt I was dreaming that I was dying.
That's
Not
so
that I was
funny.
actually. I'm just saying I was feeling so bad. Anyway, all right.
It's more of a mental game. She was losing the mental game.
I was
For a day
losing-
there.
No, I thought 2-3 days and I'm back at work, man, no problem. And then it hit me. Anyway, so what I normally do is if there's something that's just the same sewing over and over, so when you make a bag that's lined, normally the lining is exactly the same sewing as the bag. So I just sort of do some sewing ahead of time so we can actually try and finish the bag in class or in on the live. Okay.
Good afternoon.
So, hello, bro. Okay, so on this bag pattern, there's actually only 2 pattern pieces, and I just saw that this does. It might actually be that I fixed it. Let me just check. I did fix it. See there, it has the place on fold. So this place obviously place on fold, so it'll be like that. And you will be cutting 2 outer pieces, which is going to be this fabric for me, and 2 lining pieces, which is this color. All right, there we go. And then what I normally do is the lining, we're not going to put any fusing or interlining on, but just to give it a little bit of stiffness, I have used the fusible compressed batting. So I've actually fused it to the fabric. It makes it just a little bit more stiff. And I've always said this on my, I try and mark the 1 centimeter seam allowance. So if it was me and I had to start on this pattern, I would actually print the pattern twice so that I have these patterns for the fabric. And then when I'm cutting my fusing, I always like to make my fusing 1 centimeter smaller so that it doesn't actually make the seams very bulky. So then your second pattern piece, you'll cut on my dotted line, and that's how big you will be cutting the fusing. All right, so you'll see on my pattern pieces on the outside, I've fused, and they about 1 centimeter all around smaller. And then the other pattern piece that you do get is the pockets. All right, and I just realized that the pockets is the same size as the outside. Maybe they are supposed to go on the inside. I don't know what I decided. Pocket fabric, well, you can decide. I suppose one would actually want them, but now see, this is why we're going to have them on the outside, but you can actually have them on the inside also. Okay, so the better plan would have been, why does it feel like 2 pieces are maybe missing here? That's what's happening here, because I have only 2 pieces. Anyway, doesn't matter. I only have to show you 1 pocket. I'm gonna get that done. just now. Actually, give me 5 seconds. Let me just go grab this fabric because it must have gone missing.
See, for moments like this, I need the zoom in on Matthew feature. I haven't made that yet.
It worked. You are zoomed in on
Should
Matthew.
these be it? Yes.
So now
that's
just found
funny.
them. You're about to zoom out of Matthew. Camera angle, go.
Okay, so I
Whoosh.
didn't think that I would be that 𝐓𝐈𝐌𝐄𝐓, but it got packed away. All right, so here we go again. All right, so the pocket pieces, we're gonna have 2 outer fabric and 2 inner fabric. So we're gonna start on the pockets because obviously we actually want to do the pockets and attach them to the outer of the bag before we sew the bag together. All right, so we are going to put the outer fabric and the inner fabric. Well, I don't have any pins. Is that even possible in this world of mine?
Guess you gotta buy one.
Oh yeah, no, that's not pins. It is a very good question, this. I don't even have. Did I take it maybe somewhere? Oh, near mine.
You took it off.
Huh?
I think you took it off.
Yeah, well. Okay, well. But
There's
it's
none here.
it's funny, my oh, here's the clips. I found them, they just moved back. This is put in the wrong way around. There we go. Alright, we also have the pattern for this, if anyone wants to make one of these little
Oh, was that
cuties.
not the last one we made?
I don't know.
I think that's the last thing we made.
Alright. Okay, so as always, and for people who haven't been here before, you will see that I will find a pencil that has a actual tip. I don't actually know what's going on here. Alright, and we are gonna sew them right sides together, and the patterns have all been designed at a 1 centimeter seam allowance, like that, and then you will leave a turn out hole, which is going to be that piece, so we can actually turn it over. This seems to be a little bit skewed. Let's see if it fits better. No, yes. Okay. So we're going to leave a turnout hole on this side also. So it just means we're not going to sew on this piece because we actually need to turn this over. These, I just want to say, these are very popular with people who sew and who knit and crochet. I have seen them on the internet and they are actually quite expensive. So this is an awesome pattern to make and either give away as a gift or to maybe sell. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to just move Olaf to this side because I will put my arm against him. So I'm going to start sewing there. I'm going to go right around and I'm going to stop there. I'm leaving that little hole there. All right. And we are, there you go. All right, so anyone with questions while I'm sewing, you are welcome to ask me, ask away.
And it says, how's your hand feeling?
Oh, the hand's perfect. Look at that. This hand is sore when I do that, and the one that was operated on is not. Very good. Very, very good. Okay, here we go. All right. So tell me, anyone sewn anything interesting or nice or has seen a pattern that they would love to actually make, but they don't have the pattern for, because then maybe I can have a look at it and try and find a picture and then try and make us a pattern? Speak to me. Now or forever hold your peace.
See, now I feel like that handheld camera would have been nice right here.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't think we should add more cameras.
But we have one more phone.
We have one more phone.
We have 2 more. I have one in the closet also.
We have 2 more
We have some more
phones.
phones, then we should use all
And
5
my
phones.
phone.
Check
This
it.
isn't different for me.
It fit. You might also like 3 competitive.
Okay.
One feed is there.
And Jeanette says, I
So,
sewed my first simple dress the other day and it's going great.
oh, awesome. Great stuff. Where did you get the pattern? Did you buy a pattern or did you download a pattern somewhere? You guys have resources that other people can use and might be something really good. What am I doing?
Jeanette says, now I want an overlocker for faster seam finishes.
Oh yeah, definitely. Okay, so that's the one. You can see I've sewed all the way around. Oh yeah, the overlocker. It's like, especially if you're sewing clothing, I find it to be something that really makes a big difference to your, I don't want to say quality, because I think, you know, anything homemade is of better quality than we buy. We just have higher standards for ourselves than we do for instance, I don't know, I'm not allowed to mention name. Lisa gave me trouble for that last time. So any of the big retailers, anything you make is probably better quality than they are selling you, but we are hard on ourselves because we want perfection, but we actually don't. We're not usually getting perfection when we buy stuff. So I find it quite strange. We're all the same in that way.
Purple Bones says she made a workplace.
Oh, awesome!
That's
It's
intense.
Called, yeah. It's called, if it's just a normal sort of work blazer and it's not tailored like a men's suit would be, it's called soft tailoring. Did you guys know that?
No, but I know nothing.
Antoinette says, I'm also using Tilly and the Buttons books to learn each small skill.
Oh, cool. If you guys wanna know what the book I used to learn that I used to learn small skills, and till today, if I'm like doing something that I haven't done for very long, it is the Reader's Digest. Maybe Lisa can Google it. It's a Reader's Digest something sewing. You must just be sure that you are actually buying the sewing one, because it also has like
Complete guide to sewing.
yeah, that's my
They
my
flippin'
Bible.
expensive.
Yeah, that's new, but there is a lot of different versions, and the newer version has all the old stuff in it. It just has a few added pages on drawing patterns on what's it called, on the computer, and stupid things like that, which is not what you want the book for. So what you must do is you must watch or ask on your second-hand groups in your area, because just last week I saw 2, and they normally when they second-hand, they go for like 100 rand.
Oh, hectic.
Yeah. All right. So now that
wait.
we've done that,
Hi guys, I see there's like 15 people on YouTube. Please give us a like. Please just say a comment, even if you send us poop emojis. Every single comment helps, and every single like helps. It helps people like you find us, and it helps us stay motivated to keep going.
yeah, and it's like paying us.
But like
So it's
for
like
free.
paying me to talk more. I don't know what words.
Poop.
Poop emoji. Okay, so what I'm doing now, it's called, I'm just trimming off the, you can say like when you're working with pork, trimming off the fat. I'm just trimming off the sewing, the seam allowance, because if you leave all of that in there while you're turning over, you get a lot of bulk, and it's one of the things we try and avoid. So before I trim on this side, where my little hole is, I have this new trick that I have learned lately. and it's actually not, I mean, it's not a new thing. It's just me that have recently discovered that I can actually do this. Is just there where the hole is, to fold back my seam allowance before I start turning it over, because then I don't have to struggle to get that seam allowance to fold in when I have already turned it. So I'm just gonna cut this off at about, you know, anything 4 mil, 5 mil, just to get away of some of the bulk. And but there where the hole is, I leave the full seam allowance because I don't want it to unravel. When you're cutting away the corners, guys, very important that you actually stay away from your own
Fingers.
I was going to think fingers as well.
So, well, that would also help, but you don't want to cut.
Yourself.
This is starting again, guys, help me. We're not the other old people. They should be here to support me.
Phil Mine says, no, I mean, can you provide a work blazer pattern? Like a beginner friendly blazer
good
work
gosh,
pattern?
no.
jeez.
No. Because providing something would be impossible, because it depends on your size. Yeah, I would, you know what, I would search and find, I used to love new look patterns, and New Look has patterns called Easy Sew or something like that, which is awesome because they are literally designed for people who have not, or who is new to sewing. Yeah, but find yourself, go on groups, Facebook groups, ask on our group, get on our groups.
So I have an answer to that also.
And
Bianca
find-
says, I like Mood and Peppermint websites for free PDF patterns.
There
So
you
maybe
are.
try them.
Mood and Peppermint.
Peppermint.
There you go. See, this is why the WhatsApp groups are so awesome, is that I know for a fact Bianca's on them, and she's very helpful. She's one of our star pupils, and this is how you find things that you, because other people have gone through your struggle already. You know, they might be 1 or 2 steps ahead of you, but that helps you because they have already found that work blazer. Okay, so now I'm just going to be turning it over while I talk.
Ashley did a top for the first time.
Oh,
Scrub.
awesome. A scrub. Yeah.
I have no idea what that means.
Scrubs are what
Like
doctors wear.
doctors.
I see. My first thought was that, but I think it was some kind of sewing term I didn't understand.
Yeah. Scrubs are quite expensive, and I've also lately noticed that scrubs are not always made from cotton anymore, which I find quite strange, because there's actually a reason for kiddies' clothing and hospital, people who work in a hospital, especially in the theatres, to wear cotton, and that is because cotton does not burn to your skin. Okay, so if you can imagine taking a piece of paper, normal paper, and burning it, well, I suppose I could show you. Let's find a piece of paper. Matthew, tear me a piece of paper there, man, out of that book. So while I'm here, I can show you what that means, okay? So this is paper, and we all know what paper is made of.
Trees.
Nobody and nothing.
Trees.
Trees, which is a natural product. Okay. So, paper, wood, cotton,
Amanda
linen.
Science
Yes,
101.
here we go. Amanda's Science 101. This is exactly what it is. Okay. So, when you burn paper, when you burn wood, it actually turns to ash. And I know I just said that it will not burn into your skin. What if you think about a wood burn stepping on a coal, it does burn. I'm not saying it doesn't burn, but it doesn't actually burn or melt into your skin, the piece of wood. which plastic does. Okay, so that is paper burning. Okay, and what happens to paper is it makes ash, and ash can be drawn with. Okay, so let's go and let's take this piece that I've done here now.
We definitely shouldn't burn too much stuff because I don't know if you guys realize, but you've got like 15.
Oh, you're right.
Like,
Well, where's the pickup thing?
I don't know if those are pickup things or those are just things, but there's like
Yeah, no, we're not gonna
20
just
water
quickly.
squirters.
Okay.
Quickly ruin all the
So just
the
quickly. Okay, so this I'm not gonna bet, but I am almost certain that this is cotton. Okay, so how do I know? Firstly, can you see how it burns? It burns like wood. See, and it burns like exactly like the paper, and it makes the black ash that you can draw with. All right, so now I think this, if I'm correct, this is polycotton. There's only one way to find out. Yes. Okay, can you see the different? I don't want, Matthew's making me nervous now. So can you see it keeps burning? Because what's happening? No, we're not smoking yet. Matthew, you just made me so nervous. Okay, so it keeps burning. So I want you to see what it does, and I'm going to bring it closer so you can see. It spits and sputters. That's the technical term that we learned. It's a technical term, guys. You'll find it in the science books. Okay, which cotton doesn't do. Okay, so cotton, I'm going to show you again. Can you close up, Lisa?
I can't close up, but I have the top cam. Just aim for the middle of the table.
Okay, so I'm going to show you again. This is cotton. I know that because just tested it. Just watch how it burns. It burns exactly like paper. Can you see? It's also quite easy to put out. And then the litmus test is that it actually burns like charcoal because it's a natural product. Okay. So now I'm going to show you, if I burn this, I want you to see how it makes like little round flames that does this. Okay? And that is, as it goes down like that, that is the plastic making a little bloop, water, like a water drop. If there's enough plastic in there, the plastic will melt into a drop that will actually drop down. Okay? So I want you to see the difference. I wish I had a bigger piece, man. Ek's nie baie georganiseerd met hierdie plan nou nie. Okay. So can you see how it burns? Can you see that it actually burns more dangerous? It's quicker to flame. It has no natural retardant in it. The only way to get, and can you see that it's still on? It doesn't actually put out like that. And once it's cold, this is not very high poly. If it's anything says poly cotton, poly and cotton still makes poly. Okay? It dries. I don't know how to explain
like
it. Like
a ribbon, like if you don't want the ribbon to fray.
Hard. While this one that I burned, there's no hardness to that black piece.
But now try and draw with the plastic
it
one.
feels just like normal fabric.
Yes.
Okay? Now feel that way. And this is not a very high percentage plastic.
Oh yeah, you can feel it. It's really, it's quite interesting.
Yeah, so the more poly, you get really bad poly cottons for sheets. And literally, if you hold it long enough and you're outside and not in a sprinkler system, you will literally see that those flames that does this, they will go boop, boop, and they will literally drop plastic.
Now do the writing test with your piece of plastic.
I don't know if it doesn't. It's normally it doesn't because it's now.
Look at that.
It's dry to hard plastic. All right. So this is why traditionally scrubs for hospitals, and I try and teach this always, and baby clothes are made from 100% cotton. All right.
So that when the babies catch fire.
I want you to go to your boss and tell him, you gave me scrubs that isn't 100% cotton. I am going to burn to death because I used another word that's called flame retardant. Now they call it impregnate fabric with flame retardant. So now what you do is you get the positives of poly. Poly doesn't crease. Poly is
Cheap.
longer lasting. It irons better. It's got a lot of positives, but the negative is the poly part. And so you can only use it for certain things, and it doesn't breathe well. So that's why you hot if you're wearing poly anything. Polyester is the word. While cotton, all its positives are it's a naturally flame retardant. It breathes. It actually is warm in winter and cold in summer. So what they do is they take full-on polyester and they treat it with flame retardant, or they impregnate it, because it's not like sprayed on the fabric. The fabric is actually made with that in it, and then it is actually fine to wear in circumstances where you're going to be, I don't know, put to fire. Like for instance, firefighters, lots of their clothes are not cotton. I mean, their underclothes normally are, but those are all treated. I mean, F1 drivers, all of that, even the stuff that looks like cotton t-shirting, that's all impregnated. Those are called, it's called something like new age fabric, but it's like technical fabrics or something like that. So they are designed for a specific purpose, and they are actually made to work in those circumstances.
Saskia is here. She says, "Ach, I missed it," and I'm not sure if she's talking about the tutorial. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sure it's these lights, and also
I'm not sure if she's talking about the tutorial, because no, you haven't missed it. We're still busy, or if she's talking about Amanda Science Class 101.
Yes, that was
okay, well, it's going on YouTube. So, and I'm talking a lot while I'm turning these, because this is actually quite painful work. Not painful, but it's time consuming, because you have to get them really nice and flat. And just so you guys know, let me just put it out there. The sweaty bit is obviously I'm of the age. Yes. And they have now taken the bits that make me, I don't know.
Not sweat.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
They've now taken that, so I am officially going through what I prefer to call it the pause. I'm officially going through the pause again, even though I've done that 3 times already.
The pause sounds like a reflection period,
Yeah,
like
I'm
a
just-
meditation.
I'm going through the pause. Just
Your body's
I'm
pausing
turning
on its
into a real woman
functions.
now. My mother would have said, "You are now a sports model." We're not going to discuss that.
I was thinking like you were playing a video game and the hunter told you to get 10 bear paws, and now you're sorting through the best ones to give him.
No. I'm pausing. I'm taking a pause, and I'm deciding what is next.
Wah, wah, wah.
Okay, so I'm done with this one now. I just want to iron it quickly. So I'm just turning out. I'm using my point turner, which we have quite a few of, if you've never heard of it.
Bianca says, always hot stuff, Amanda.
Ja man, ek is nou is ek so hot, nee. I'm telling you. You just don't
I like
know.
that fabric.
Hmm?
I like that
And,
fabric.
this is John's fabric.
Oh, it looks
'Cause
like
I'm
a
hoping
John
she's
fabric.
gonna
Use it.
want to use the bag. Alright, so I'm just...
That's so mean. Matthew just asked them out my sound effects. I've done 3.
Okay, so if I was...
One every 16
if I
minutes.
did well
2
with
of them
this...
are right now.
If I did well with this turning back thing here now, it should be easy to just, see, get them to fold back perfectly. Alright, so now, this is the start of our pockets. This
Something
one does
new.
not look as perfect, but we're not gonna. Alright, so what we need to do is we're gonna put it on the outside of this bag. So what I would do is, I did not mark them because it's up to you, is I would just give it a quick like that so that I can see where the middle is, and then just give myself a middle mark, and then I am going to, this could have been done. See, this is what I'm saying, guys. Do you ever look at a bag you've bought to see if that line is completely straight? No, we don't. But yeah, we expect it from ourselves. So I'm just gonna get the middle of my bag there and get the middle, not that worked, there and there. And I'm gonna take it up a little bit higher because this is gonna form part of the bottom. So we don't wanna get our pocket.
Are you matching it up?
Matching what?
Oh no, the pattern.
No, this is gonna be, we're doing our opposites.
I see.
Pocket. And then I am just going to pin them down like that. Okay, and then if you can notice, I've put the hole at the bottom here so that if there is a little bit of an irregularity, it doesn't show here at the top. All right, and I'm going to pin them. Let's get this nice and neatly on top of each other, like that. There we go.
Guys, I must ask, please leave us a like and leave us a comment. Show your love, please. You don't have to subscribe, but we want you to subscribe.
Yeah, please do though.
But please just like. You don't even have to really like it. Just click the button. This is not an honesty test. I'm not going to follow up with you. Just click the button.
Okay, so we have a second pocket.
I'm so close to the mic. I've already been called out about speaking too loudly.
Oh, do we have complainers again?
No.
We put the fan on. I'm going to put the fan on.
No, it wasn't actually a complaint. It was more like a, just by the way. So I'm going to do some ASMR right here in the mic for you guys.
Oh, guys, before, see, I
And whisper.
We need to do the top stitch at the top first. The top part. Ooh.
You don't have to speak softer.
Almost forgot that.
I haven't seen anything about Lisa's thing.
No. Lisa messaged me and said that I sound louder than usual.
Okay, sorry, I just realized because we have to just give it its top stitch at the top to make it look neat.
I'm more like making a point about how we can turn this into an ASMR channel. We don't actually teach them anything. We just whisper into the microphone.
You sew and you cut in the microphone. You slowly cut with fabric scissors.
Guys, you are really talking absolute crap now.
That's what we're here for. I don't understand my role in this business anymore. I think it's to be entertained.
Oh,
I like
is
to
that?
become entertained.
Guys. Okay, sorry about that. Talking too much, you lose your own
brain
and pattern. Okay, so just so that, because we can't sew there once we've actually sewn it to the bag, so we need to do that top stitch and to make it neat.
That color looks so nice on camera.
There, and then
Wow.
have I done this one? No, we need to go up there. Listen guys, you can be perfectionist if you want and measure this all out, but again I'm going to say nobody's going to check if this side's bag and the other side's bag is exactly at the same height, because nobody does that. They will, however, notice if it's a little bit skewed. So rather spend your time.
Or like if you sew the bag closed.
Yeah. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to sew right around like that and attach the pockets. All right.
Bianca says no, not ASMR.
I don't understand that. I don't know. I'm too old for that. I just don't get it. I don't know what you're supposed to. Is it like a sex thing?
No, it's like a brain tingles. Like
To me, it sounds like a sex
relaxing.
thing. I want to say it
sleep
sounds
thing.
and looks like a sex thing.
No man, it's like a relax
Yeah, I don't
sleep.
know. Maybe it's because I don't have sleep issues. Maybe that's why to me.
I don't believe it.
I also don't believe it.
I don't have.
She's just faking for the gram.
I have sleep issues in my pause. After the pause, it's going to be fine again. I'm just taking a sleeping pause also.
Amanda, have you ever been able to, in recent memory, sleep past 6:30 in the morning?
5:30 actually.
That sounds like a sleep issue.
That's a new thing. That is a new thing. But as I said, I think
The dogs love it.
I think that's definitely it's a pause thing.
Bianca says no, not ASMR. I see it on TikTok too much. Bianca,
With like a face bang emoji. The best is like this emoji.
But Bianca, TikTok is very much modeled after what you do. You need to skip past them quickly so that you get to the good stuff. Actually, search sewing stuff and just like 50 sewing videos on TikTok.
It's
I
because
mean,
you
if we're
watch
gonna
it.
say that.
Lisa told me, if you don't want to see things on TikTok or Insta or even Facebook, you should, the second it goes on, you've got to scroll.
Yeah.
Because it's going to show you 2 or 3 of those. And if you hesitate on something,
Yeah.
then you're going to get 6 of it. And then you're going to hesitate again. And that's how that works.
Yes, Amanda
Yeah.
I actually tested it.
Amanda would show us something to complain about it. As she's complaining about it, we're like, you're just going to get more of it. You want to skip quickly. Don't
Yeah.
show everyone the weird content
So-
you're getting. You're going to get more of it.
So don't
I
even pause to
suggest
hate
that
it.
you guys all practice how to do this with Fabric8
Videos. Yeah. I was gonna say, like, if you want to make your TikTok show more sewing stuff, just search for Fabric8 on TikTok. There's a whole bunch of videos there. Just watch us continuously, and eventually the algorithm will know.
Yeah, and
Like,
I almost
follow,
I
subscribe.
literally almost hurt my nail.
You know, I heard that if you send our videos to other people, you'll get
Yeah.
even more sewing.
You know, and that little heart thing, man.
Yeah.
You actually you're speaking directly to
Mark Zuckerberg.
Yes.
On TikTok.
He gets all the hearts, and then he goes, "This person, give her more sewing.
Give her more sewing.
Give her more sewing things. She likes them."
Yep.
But it actually, we are just joking now, but it actually does truly work like that. I promise you.
Ashley says you can tell them you're not interested. Yeah, there is a way to do that. But
Yeah,
the thing is that
it only lasts so long. As soon as
Yeah.
you watch another video,
Then it
for
goes
5
back to
seconds, it thinks, Nia, you don't really know what you
But
want.
like, guys, you don't understand how fast these things are. It's like, for example, on Facebook, I can track how many people watch our videos for 3 seconds or
Yeah.
longer. It's 3 seconds, and then Facebook is like, yep, you watched that video 3 seconds. So you can't even go like, oh no, I got this video again. You must actually just swipe past.
Yeah. Okay, guys, so these are 2 pockets. Now, as a side note, you can sew down little stripes here, and then you'll have, you know, your little pockets like that. I'm going to leave them like that because I actually don't know what it's going to be used for. All right. Now,
Hold on, something's wrong.
oh, what happened? Is it back?
Gets back.
Okay, it's
That's
back.
very
I'm back.
random.
I will be back.
The camera also just went off for a second. Very
Maybe it's
random.
also hot.
It's done. It's out. Let's go to bed. Good night,
Okay, so I
guys.
just want to check through my steps to see that I'm actually so
Just
we've just
checking.
done the pocket assembly, yes. Then it says attach the pockets, perfect. Then it goes to bag assembly, and you'll see the bag assembly. I don't actually copy and paste. The lining and the bag is exactly the same. All right. So what are we doing? Is we need to. All right. We're gonna sew that, and we are gonna sew this. Okay. So we're gonna put them together like this.
Yes, as Bianca's paying attention. She's like, what is 𝐂𝐑𝐀𝐓? It popped up black and white a while ago.
What is it?
It's I just said the camera went off, and then the
Oh.
logo of the streaming app pops up.
Ah.
But it was like a second, so she's like invested. She's deep in this.
Yeah, no, she's watching. I need her to watch the people.
She's
I wanna
counting how
see
many frames we're
who is-
dropping.
What is that? What's that new thing on the iPhone? I need to know that people's eyes are turned and paying attention.
She is. She caught it.
Okay guys, so we are gonna sew around this side, and we are gonna sew around like that. One of my old sewing tricks is that when I pin, I just because especially if you're a newbie, I pin straight. That means you just going there. If a pin is into a corner like that, I know I have to go around that corner. If it was just straight like this, I would know that's just a straight line down. I'm not going around the corner. So just because if you, I don't know, you know, if you're putting a lot of pieces together, or you're sewing like say 10 of the same bags, so that you don't lose your mind. Check that this all fits, okay? And we are gonna pin up here also. And this is just a straight sew, so I'm not going to pin into the corner. There we go. All right, so that's going to be at 1 centimeter. And we are gonna just sew that. My nails are too long, that's why I almost sewed over it, through it. All right, so we've done that bit. And next bit is this here, going down. I think it's these pins also. To pick them up is not easy with nails. Okay, and we're going to go around this corner.
So guys, in chat, let us know, what are your Easter plans? What are you planning to do? Are you going away? Are you spending time with family?
Oh, Matthew just wants to brag about their Easter plans. That's what this is about.
That's not what it is about. It's about creating, engaging.
I'm staying home.
No, we have Easter.
My mom.
Yeah, you know what, Nay? I thought after you forgot about our plans today, I thought I best remind you, we also have plans next Monday.
Who?
Us,
What
our
about?
entire family.
What are we doing?
We're doing
Even
Easter on
Milan-
Monday.
Even Milan remembers, and specifically is going to be.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but don't
I'm not going
forget,
anywhere. Don't worry about me. I'll be there.
you never go anywhere until there's something scheduled, and then
Then you've got,
then you've got
to
3
somewhere else.
appointments.
I'm not going anywhere.
You might not even have a car, so you might actually
I
be
might
forced
not
to
even-
stay home.
Don't, let's not talk about that. That's not something I want to talk about now. Okay, so that is done. And we are going to do exactly the same to this that we did to the other. Alright, is we are going to cut our corners, and we are going to trim our seam allowance. Now a lot of you will go, so why don't we just sew on 0.5? Guys, because you get cutting errors, okay? So you don't want to get yourself with so little seam allowance that if you somehow cut skew, you are like screwed. Or if you want to unpick, now you're unpicking this tiny little seam allowance, and that little seam allowance starts unraveling, and then you don't have enough. All right, so that's that.
Ivan on Facebook said, home and family, grandkids, Easter egg hunt.
What did I do the bottom?
The best is that I'm not watching Saskia chat now, but she is like 30 minutes behind in the story.
But
So when she joined, when she was late, I think she must have joined from the beginning, because
Oh,
like
she was
30
on the-
minutes later, she's like, oh yeah, I didn't even know there was this. I don't know. It
Okay.
feels like she's like 30 minutes behind us.
Okay, guys. Now we're gonna what is it called? There's a word. Box out the corners. I think it's called. We're gonna make box corners. I think so. Because I just turn out the corners or turn in the corners. There must be. I'm sure I used the pretty box corners. I did. All right. Okay. So. This is actually very good to show you. So we have that, all right, these two corners. So what we need to do, you need to do that, okay? And now, if you pedantic and you want to make sure that it is actually boxing out correctly, you go to the inside and you make 100% sure that the two seams are right on top of each other. And once you have that, pin it, because the rest and the measuring we can still do, okay? So we're gonna pin that and then just give it another pin to keep it nice and flat so that when you are measuring, bag has a little bit of a life of its own, just so that we keep it all nice and flat. And then I'm gonna go to the other side and I'm again gonna turn my corner like that, and I'm going to go inside to check if my seams are exactly on top of each other, and they weren't, so I'm going to put them on top of each other and then I'm going to pin it. Pin it and pin it. Okay, so now you have that, all right? And if you go to your pattern, there should be a measurement. Is there a measurement? There should 5 centimeters. There you go. So you're gonna find a ruler. Have a small one, so we're going big on this. And you are, I sometimes use it like this. So this I know is a straight line. So what I do is I use this ruler, and as long as my line is on a straight line, and that point is at 5 centimeters, I know that that is the corner there. And you see now I can just go pin there where I'm actually going to sew. So just to show you guys, so that bit there is 5 centimeters up from there, okay? So then going back to this side.
What does this do? Make it stand up?
It's make the boxes it. Makes it not
Like square at the bottom.
it just makes it a square box bottom instead of just like a flat shopping bag type of look. Alright, so now I'm just moving my pins to my line, and I'm just gonna actually sew on that line. I need to do that pin right now. There we go. And get that nice and okay.
Oh, that's funny. Saskia said she just realized she was watching 12 minutes behind the current.
I thought she was not watching live. I've
Yeah.
done that with F1. That's why I.
Because the comments are coming in like 20 minutes after I say something. It's like,
Something's not, something's.
It just took her really long to get to the point where you say she's behind. You've been
That
saying
is
she's
exactly
behind,
it.
but she didn't hear that you were saying she's behind because she was behind.
Shame.
That's funny.
Okay, and we're almost done, guys. This one little bit more that I need to show you, and then it is done.
People like the top cam,
How is it?
and like it seems like they like it a lot. Ash
Very
is
nice.
just very concerned that she's missing something there close to you.
Oh, okay.
But I explained to her that it's not actually cut off, and it's just you working over the air.
Okay,
Because
so
you keep doing
I'm going to
this.
cut that off so that we, again, avoid bulk. When I was studying fashion, that was one of the words that is repeated 100 million thousand times. Now can you see what happens to the bag?
Oh, it's dandy.
Okay, so I've already done it on here. So next bit, is you are just going to iron back. All right, you can iron it back, you can pin it back. Maybe this is a good use of our fabric clips, which I should be able to use again now that I have a thumb. So we're just gonna pin them back like that. 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter. All right. See me with my, I'm so used to using pins, man. And the best of actual glass-headed pins here is that when I'm ironing, I can leave them in. I don't know if you guys knew that, but this is why you get plastic-headed and glass-headed pins. Glass-headed pins, we can iron over them, they won't melt. Just want to be in, I don't want, who's scared? Saskia, but I'm in between Saskia and Matthew's computer screen. I have big wings. I need lots of space for my wings. So we're going to just pin, oh that is possibly not good enough, there we go. Pin right around. I've already, as I said, done that with the lining.
Antoinette says that low prim iron and your custom square board has been a game changer for me.
I know. I sound like a freaking salesperson.
Which you are.
I am. And I actually don't care if you buy it or not, but to me, having to not set up the big iron every time we have live.
And Bianca says it's the perfect sewing duo.
Yeah, no? Okay, so this, I want to show you what I'm doing is, so I'm going to get the pin out of my mouth, is around the curves. It doesn't want to, I don't know where I'm supposed to show. It doesn't want to fold back a full centimeters. So if you just give it a little bit of a snip into the seam allowance, but can you see that I only go about halfway in, and then it makes it go very easily. Any questions while I'm doing this, because this is going to take a while.
Must I keep it on the top cam or
No, you can.
can I switch it?
You can keep it. So see, I'm going to just around where it curves, give it like 5mm cut-ins, just to make it easier. I need another one, yeah. Easier to turn it over.
Saskia asks, are you using interfacing? Fusible?
This is fusible compressed batting. I don't know where you're getting it, where you can get it. I do know we have it, of course, but I can't even, because previously, before I actually found this product, I haven't actually seen it anywhere, because it's not a thick batting. It's just a little bit of strength, so that you're not getting like a really hard bag, but it does give a little bit of shape. Okay, so see, there we go, that's one done. Let's just do the cutting before we start, so that I don't have to sickle like.
So guys, I'm trying to give you guys all that camera angles and stuff you want now. What do you still need something to see properly? Like, do we also need like a zoom in here? That maybe zooms in only on that little ironing board that Amanda's working on.
I thought you said
or is this
that's what that is.
sufficient? I did a zoom in, but only on the small camera. I'll show you guys what I did. So this is the full top cam, but then I also have the side top cam. Let me find it. There. So that's the bigger picture from the top, but then I also have a zoomed in version here, which this is actually quite a nice view, not gonna lie. And then I also have like a small version, zoomed in and zoomed out. Would you like me to do a zoomed in version for the full screen as well? Or is this sufficient? Yeah, okay. I don't know why I asked, because you guys are just giving me more work. Yeah, okay. Cool. Sure.
Great. Awesome.
I'm so glad. I don't know why I didn't make a zoomed in version for this.
You said you would though.
I made a zoomed in version for the like the side ones,
Oh.
not the full screen one.
I don't know what the side wants to look like. So I'm gonna. Okay, we're almost done. We're almost done. That's. Can you see why I did the lining before? Because imagine you had to watch this twice over. Okay, lost, almost lost. There we go. Okay, so once we have, I am gonna have just, one would never say that I actually have a whole shelf full of pins. I've just literally used the last pin. There you go. Perfection. All right. Okay, so now we are going to.
You ask and you shall receive.
We should have actually, before we pinned this, it would have been nice, because now I have to turn it with pins in it. I need this to be the right side out, obviously. I'm so used to bags that turn out with the bagging, the lining, that this is quite strange to me. All right, there we go. Got it. Okay, so we're gonna get it right side out, like that. Perfect. All right, and we are gonna do this one with the right side in. Can you see? And we are gonna put it inside. And the first thing we do is we are lining up the side seams so that we get that perfect. Lining up the side seam. That is not a side seam. This is lining that up. There we go. Perfect. And then we are lining up this top one too, because there's also a seam that needs to perfectly match. And then on the other side of this top one.
It's like almost done.
Yeah, that's it.
Bill Marnie says it looks lovely.
Okay, and now I just have to sort of match, pin around like that, and hopefully they just perfectly match up in size and length. Pins sticking out here.
Yeah, okay, so I gave you guys the zoomed in version. Now you must tell me if there's anything else. We probably need more of a focus on the sewing machine as well, but that's for next time. And then we are waiting for Mike.
Yeah,
We
ordered
actually
one.
got one,
We are
yeah.
waiting for one, yes. That I'm going to be wearing, and not that I think someone with a voice like mine should wear mics.
Oh, is it a clip-on mic?
Yeah. You see, I must get one of those.
I'm not really sure what I decided on. The whole mic thing sounded a bit much.
Well, that's a cheapie. We're
Yeah,
going to try If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm more worried about it being wired because the wireless ones, Wi-Fi ones, are very expensive. Extremely expensive.
The wireless.
Yeah.
Is this one not wireless?
No, it's got a wire that goes into the computer. Yeah. But we need to test it because I'm not spending 3,000 Rand on a mic if we really don't
that's
want to
gonna
use
be
a mic.
interesting.
Am I finished? Oh, fuck, I'm not. Excuse me. Excuse me, language. I'm getting like a backache here because I'm trying to be in the screen where I work, so I'm like having a little bit of a weird hang over the table angle here.
Saskia says, by the way, it's good to see you guys again. Was having withdrawal symptoms, getting irritable.
Oh, shame. I was also. Trust me. Okay. As you can see, any questions? Come on, guys. I'm just pinning. I can talk and pin. Do many things.
So we
Laura
went.
says Amanda makes it look so easy.
Oh,
It is so easy. It's just pinning.
I am looking like I'm struggling though. So thank you. I need to actually get myself more glass-headed pins because I'm trying here to do it with actually about 10 pins too little. So it's.
So we went to pottery today.
Oh yeah, we did.
Neither of us have really done that before.
Yeah.
Do any of you guys do
we
pottery?
I just want to put it out there. I did not feel successful.
Yeah, no hidden talents were discovered.
No, definitely not.
I made some very boring circle cup looking buckies things. And Amanda made some less boring ones. Less cup like.
Okay, we are done. All right. So now all we're going to do is we're going to sew around the edge, and I'm not going to do that now for the reason that it's going to take a little bit of actual sitting down at the sewing machine and just watching that none of this is turning around. I'm just thinking, if I was making this, I would put a piece of double-sided tape there to keep it together instead of pins.
On the inside.
No. That's what I would do. Oh, I'm thinking one could even, as a separate, I'm just trying to think how to do it neatly without having to sit, and I would actually,
Because you're
before we
also
pin it
not allowed
together-
to sew over your pins.
No, but that's why I said I need to sit. But if I'm up here, I can't really see the needle. What I would do is I would actually, before they put together, I would sew a line at 1 centimeter. All right, like that, to keep this nice and flat. And then when you sew them together, look at this, then you're going to sew there, so then it just gives you a double line. That's what I would do. That would be the neatest way. So I would, when they're separate, I would sew at 1 centimeter just to keep the seam allowance nice and neatly in, and then you can also really give it a nice flat iron, and then when you put it together, you sew say 5 mil in, maybe 3 mil, and then you get that sort of a double seam, or it's more like almost like a flat felled seam look. But so the whole thing about this bag, as I said, if you are, see, look at this, look, let me show you. I am not a knitter or a crochet, so I'm not gonna, I don't know, this is, okay. So this is in here, and you're watching rugby, like that guy that was at the Olympics, knitting a jersey, and the thread comes out, or the yarn comes out here, and see, look, see, this is that. This is what it's all about.
It's a tiny bag. It's like a tiny bag.
It's not a tiny bag. It's actually cool to be knitting and sewing. No.
To be a tiny.
It
Matthew
is-
bought me a pearl bracelet and pearl earrings, so I consider myself on my way to becoming a tiny.
It is hip to be square. Okay, guys, done. Hope you like it. There we go. I think it's quite nice. I will take my time in sewing that because otherwise it's just going to look like I have. Oh, and we just in time.
Everyone says it's big enough for a whip, but I have so many questions.
Once you've got it in your bag and you can walk with the whip in the bag, well, because that's what it's about, this bag. Could you make your way here on a Tuesday so we can really whoop Matthew, because mind is in the gutter.
I didn't mean anything.
You have so many questions.
Why
about
do you
whoops.
Is it like a bull whip or like Indiana Jones whip? I don't know what a man said about mine in the gutter, I think.
Sweetie.
No, I thought you're looking for.
No. I'm just making. I don't know why I'm packing away. Okay, guys. Literally.
That's it.
5 minutes for questions. But we did chat in between, so it's not like we didn't.
Saskia says it's fun in the gutter. I live there.
It means work in progress.
Whoop.
Who said that?
I thought you. If I'd seen how she'd spell it.
WIP.
Yeah, but it's supposed to. It's yeah.
I understood. I thought you misspelled it. Purple Money, I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's so awkward. You guys are awful.
Awful.
Saskia says a whip it.
I know that, but because his mind is in the gutter, mine went there too. It's all his fault.
I think that if it was capitalized, like WIP in capital, then someone would have gotten it.
Yeah, work on your spelling.
Yes,
No.
so yo.
Capitalization.
Whose?
The whip person.
Lisa's getting salty now about the work. Okay, guys, we have established it's work in process. Matthew, not being a sewer, there's a very nice word in Afrikaans also. He got it wrong. We are ou tannies, al tannies hierso, en ons praat net mooi woorde
Whip it.
en oppervlakkige goedjies. Guys,
Saskia says, I had a question earlier and I can't remember it.
Rewind. Go back.
Rewind your brain.
No, let's
You
just watch
like it?
Saskia. Saskia's probably watching that part of the live right now.
Saskia's just gotten the pattern out.
She said earlier, she's like, yeah, for once I have downloaded and printed out the pattern in time for class. But I'm like, you're like 30 minutes late.
And extra 12 minutes left.
Listen, that's me. That's my type of person, okay? I wrote my, when I was writing my exams for business, I was so nervous because I'm really...
Sorry guys, the internet died.
Instagram has never left us. Thank you. True supporters.
Okay, I think we're back. We're back.
Guys, sorry about that. Lisa's phone died because now we're using her phone for the internet. And anyway, quick story.
It does seem like it's back. Yes.
Okay, quick story. I was writing business. Anyway, there's 3 parts in it. There was 3 parts in it. One was marketing, one was accounting, and one was just vanilla business. And I studied them. I studied them separately. I don't know if you're supposed to, but anyway, I did. And I got to the exam class, and I sat down and I started writing because there was 3 questions, and I had to do the accounting very quickly because I learned it like a parrot. And I was scared that the parrot might fade on me while I'm writing other stuff. So I literally did the accounting, wrote it down. I remember things like pictures. So I think I'm the only person in the world that can do accounting as a picture. I have no clue what I'm doing. I don't know which is going where. I just know that it's supposed to go that way in that column. Anyway, so I did all of those. And at school, I was really bad at studying. And I couldn't, we were allowed to leave, and in matric, in a 3-hour paper, we were allowed to leave 1 hour ahead of the 3. So 2 hours and then you could leave. You couldn't leave before that. Now, mostly by 1.5 hours, I was done. I'd written my 60% and I was done. And so now I'm, as a grown-up, as a 40-year-old, I'm studying, and these people are getting up and leaving, and getting up and leaving, and getting up and leaving, and I am writing like a freaking mad woman. And I'll never forget, there was a guy studying with me that is from Niger, which is close to Nigeria, and he speaks French, and he's really bad at English, but I mean, he was studying in English, and he got up, and that completely freaked me out. I'm thinking, this guy has never gone to school in English. He, you know, English might not even be his second language. He has gotten up. I am the last in the class. Anyway, so I finish, and I listen, and I hand it in, and I get outside, and everyone goes, why did it take you so long? Why? It's only 2 questions. Why did it take you so long? And I'm like, what? 2 questions? I had 3. What's going on? Amanda, did you not read the bold above the first question? Choose 2 of the 3.
It's like the opposite of what Matthew would have done.
Choose 2 of the 3. So, firstly, I didn't have to do the accounting. I could have left that one out. Worst of it, I did the first one as accounting. And guess how they mark if you answer all 3.
The first.
They mark the first 2.
That's so funny.
I swear, I was standing there like, I thought to myself, this is the end of it, and you've just done the worst mistake ever.
Oh my word.
Anyway, yeah.
And you passed.
Completely freaks me out.
And you passed.
Yeah, no. I passed with this distinction. I'll have you now.
That's so funny.
I've done the same thing, except I didn't know that. I didn't realize that I had to turn over the paper.
Oh, Matthew, you know what? She stood there and said, read the instructions. And I'm like, and what instructions? Answer the questions.
Matthew's
What
teacher
is the
probably also
instruction?
did that.
What instruction can there be?
No, I really struggled. There was a
Go
question-
through this and just choose what you want to do.
There was a whole bunch of information, then there was questions, and I was really struggling with the second question because they didn't give me enough information to answer it. And I got really frustrated because I'm good at accounting and I just couldn't do it. And I got madder and madder, and eventually I'm like, this is bullshit, this is a ridiculous test. And then I like turned it over to Ed. And then I turned it over and I saw the information, I'm like, it was like 10 minutes later, I'm like, oh, dang it. So,
Yeah. Anyway. So,
And then what did you do? Go back. Fix some of the mistake.
oh, yeah,
No,
10
no.
minutes, so I,
Quickly
I
did the question.
I quickly did the questions as best I could to count half the paper, and I got 74%, because
Accounting comes easy to some people.
Okay, guys, any questions? We're going to have to say bye now. We need at least 20 minutes to get out of here.
Nope.
The trucks have left us now.
This
We
is
are
very
like
quiet
literally
now.
the only ones left here.
If you guys want a silent stream, we must start at 8,
Yeah.
9, midnight stream.
Alright, guys, listen, we are back next week. It's going to just be me, ne? Me and Jan.
No.
No.
Are you
If
guys
don't want
no,
us here, we're not
we are
laughing.
all here.
No, there was a story. I
Your
was
end
just
of the
saying that.
month.
Okay, so we
We
will
are
see
back
you
every week
next
now.
week Tuesday. Please, if there's anything you want me to do, except I'm not doing dresses and pants and jackets, and if there's something you see and you would like to me to try and make a pattern, please send us a WhatsApp. What's the WhatsApp number?
I don't know.
06153344 something.
I don't know. My phone is
Check
dead.
the office. Oh, gosh.
It's fine. I'm
Is it-
sure you guys will find it. It's on our website.
It's on the website.
Go look for it.
Yeah.
We send it
Yeah.
every week.
We,
It's probably on the pattern as well.
Wait. Oh, is this phone not the phone that we can use? Oh, phone. It's not a phone. Okay, no. I'm sorry. I still need to write it there.
It's 061 533 4412.
I'm busy learning it. Can you hear me? I just need that last 2 still. Okay, so send us a WhatsApp, send me a picture or a website page or whatever where you saw it. Don't tell me I want one of those little bags that people use when they feed horses. I don't feed horses. I don't know what it looks like. Okay, send me at least 2 or 3 pictures or send me a web page where you saw it so that I can mostly copy anything. But I need at least, I need a little bit more of one view if it's something I've never seen before. If it's just vanilla, I can copy or make a pattern. So send us WhatsApps and keep doing that. Don't feel bad. Send me 10. I don't mind. I put them in a folder and I work through them. But I am running out of ideas.
But we have also talked, and we are scheduled until middle of next month to come here every week.
Yes.
So
yes.
we will be here for the foreseeable future. We have scheduled every week. There's some weeks Matthew and I won't be here, but they're still streaming.
Yeah.
So tune back in next week, Tuesday, 7 p.m.
I also have a plan for like a little bit of a, I don't want to say a class because that sounds really tedious. It's not a class. There's some hacks and things that I've learned and seen, and I want to do a class like that with all the, they're not going to match, they're not going to make something, but they are things that are amazing if you use them, if you know them. So I'm going to do like, maybe we'll call it like a hack class, sewing hacks.
And on that note, send us your sewing hacks
If
and
you
maybe
know
we'll include them.
I might not know of them and I might include them.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Quickly, pink poo emojis.
Send a heart.
YouTube. No.
Like,
YouTube, if you
like.
can find, I need to see if you are allowed back next week. Only the people who can find pink poo emojis.
Saskia can now overlook a blade be sharpened.
Overlock a blade.
Saskia, yes, that's the question she forgot.
Sorry, I wasn't reading.
Yes, they can, but don't ask me where. It's a very, I want to say my mom and her generation did that, but on the brother, that's actually not very expensive to replace on a brother sewing machine, and it's available. We have it actually online, anyone who needs that. But I do know that there are some machine brands in South Africa that you actually cannot get, you struggle to get parts and stuff for. Yeah, then you.
She said, should it preferably be replaced?
If you've sewn over a pin, so you are overlocking and it's got a nick from sewing or cutting over a pin, then I would replace them, yes. And don't sew over pins. Never. I literally almost one day, I almost lost it on a student. After, that's one of the hacks, for instance, that if you're sewing with an overlocker, you do not pin like this, because that goes under the blade, but you pin like this.
And then you can do next to it.
And then you can pull it out very easily. Okay,
she
guys,
said
so that is the death of your overlocker, sewing over pins. Or it's actually cutting through pins. That's what it is, cutting through metal pins.
She
So
said
be
not
very
pins,
sharp.
just
Not
lots
pins,
of
just
sewing.
old. Yeah. It depends on the fabric you sew. Some fabrics, polys, a lot of polys, and polys tend to dull your blades quicker. Yeah. Okay, guys, that's
Cool.
it. We are
Goodbye.
done. We're not going to get out of here. Goodbye. Love you lots.
Bye,
See
bye,
you
bye.
next week. Insta
Matthew,
please.
goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay.
Bye bye.